brothers. Today I'll speak only about these topics which uh, following in my mind this experience of life which what I'm going now, and therefore I guess that it will interesting for you, for me, because I don't know about I'm not sure about these topics which I will speak, but let's go, because I'm speaking without preparing this, because it's my like just habit in English to learn this, and it's funny, it will funny to see how I grew, how how I grow in my life in my English, because English is the most important point in my life, and therefore I guess that soon it will else more naturally, but it's also for me like a little my native language. I don't know, because now I'm more speaking English than in my native languages, and therefore it's so funny because I'm everything doing in English, listening, reading, writing, speaking, and something else, because I'm even read books loudly now almost every day, but I try to do it every day, but sometimes I can go out and do bad habits in my life, and I don't like these moments, but now I try to uh, help myself and be more strong boy. Yeah, it's a little ruffle, but it's true. And today is short day, as I live without nicotine, without smoking, and it's so important for me because I now this time came when I can live without smoking poison for my brain, for my body, and I feel more clear myself, even when I eat this not so good food sometimes, but I feel more happier, more calm every day that I'm just alive and can do these useful actions for my growing, for to be more healthy in this reality, because I know that it's so hard to be healthy, to be continuously in this life, and also to do what really makes you better, because I remember these times when I was so younger than now, and I haven't nothing about to think, to be pride, and I just lived so that I have played Dota 2, and eating shit like tea with sugar, and eating this flour food, sweetie food, and with chips. I watched the movies just for fun, and it was so it were so degradation days in my life, but now I feel struggle with myself every day. I don't know what happens in my life, I don't know where I can take the money, but I have a discipline, I know how to be more smarter, and I have a goal like to learn English in my life, and it really gives me like opportunity to grow every day, and to change my life, because when I was 14 young boys, then I had a dream like to move to the USA. I know that it can be sound like crazy, but I hope with English I can do everything in my life, because English gives me so big freedom in this life, and with my IQ, I understand that it's true, and it's so important in our life to know English, and also when you are doing your habits, like now just to speak in camera on camera, you feel relax, you feel more calm, you more happy just because you can say your problems, your thoughts, your experience, and it's so useful for your soul, for your nervous system, for your body, because it's just useful. It's really just useful for everything in your life. Lol. And now I want to speak about meat. Why I don't eat meat? I will say these causes in my life because it's so fun and to understand this also fun. But I guess that I can't say word by word as I want because I don't know uh, much words to say as I want, but I will try to say more clearly for you who watching this video. All right. Um, 2 months ago, I I realized something interesting that I eating always meat which don't useful for my organs which here, and it's too hard for my body um, to I don't know how to say it to to just eat it. I don't know. Just to go it through my body, and uh, I also realized that I have eaten bodies of animals. Oh my god, it was so strange. I wanted to. I was so surprised at what the fuck I did in my life, how I called to do it. Oh my god. And I decided that I don't want to eat meat, and day by day, when I lived without meat, I uh, felt that, oh my god, I feel more and more day by day um, easier my body, that everything seems so easier. My state changed in my life, really. In my life, my state changed. Because before this, I tried so many things in my life to change myself, to get better, to change my mode, to change everything in my life, but almost nothing didn't me this state like when I stopped to eat meat, and after this uh, I felt myself more lightly, more, and I felt also that my body started to clean my body every day. I felt that my from my fingers something bad going out, and it was feel good. But in this time I also started to smoke with my friends, the hash, and also another things, and it was so hard time for me because I also was in depression, but also I was so happy that I could live without meat, and therefore it was this time when I quit off one bad things like eating meat and add new bad habits like smoking, and therefore I was so struggling, but I thought that so better than live like before, because even so I felt myself more better if I even smoked, but I smoked not so much like another persons who smoking like 1 pack of a day, and I smoked maybe 5, maybe 7 things a day, and therefore I don't know what it was. It was just hard times, but also through about 40 days I decided that I want to eat one hamburger just for experience, but also in these days, I don't know why, but I felt so big depression that I was ready to eat everything for to be happy. And when I had this through hours, I felt so bad myself that my stomach was in fire, that I felt so bad, everything. My thought was were so depressed, so bad. I felt so uh, guilty myself. And in this point, I realized how it cool to live life without meat. Your life really becoming more and more lightly, you becoming more kind person, you have more kind thoughts, even if you have negative emotions, maybe with your parents or people around you, but it more more or less than before. And you more respect yourself, that you really doing something interesting and useful things for yourself, for these worlds, for these animals. You started to respect animals in this life. You can imagine this, it's so fun, and it's really really useful for your psychical, for your for all your body, because you really feel in your life kind feels. And why it's so important? Because almost everywhere live in negative. People watch negative news, negative stories, everything negative, and therefore people always struggling in the in dark life. I guess that to our time came this dark time when we can see nothing really well in this life, and therefore I but I didn't watch these bad news or bad stories and etc. But I always had this struggle with myself that I'm bad person. I don't know why I felt this, but I always felt that I with me something wrong happens. And when I stopped to eat meat, I noticed that oh my god, it's the best state which I can have, and I don't want to quit of this state. I want to live all my life just with this state. Yeah, in first time I really felt that I became more weak sometimes, but I also knew that it's much better than live with meat my life. Yeah, and when I've eaten this, when I had to eaten this, when I have eaten this hamburger, after this I didn't uh, eat meat else about, I guess so, 20 or 30 days, I guess that 20. And after these 20 days I was also in depression. I also was like a smoker person, but in one day was birthday of my brother, and I decided that I went to this holiday, and when I came to the city, I bought a pack of smoke things, and as I smoked, I felt myself else worse, and I decided that I want to buy the tables, or not tables like in English. Said this. I bought in the pharmacy tables for quitting of smoke, and it really helped to me to quit all this shit. And I will use this, but so less and less. Today I've used only one this table, and today is second day as I live without nicotine. But 2 days ago I smoked not a lot, a little in the evening, only with people. And now I feel that I'm more free, and I'm so happy that I can be really freedom person in this life. It's so important. And after this holiday, I I also had food with where was meat. I knew that it will hard, but I didn't know how to quit of this holiday. But and therefore I ate this. But also in these days I felt again these bad feels. I felt guilty, and this week was hard for me. And next day after this holiday, I also bought the shawarma in our Russian cities. It's so top fast food, and it was also not. It was really delicious in first time, but also it was after this food few after few hours you feel so bad also this guilty came to you, and you live more in pain than happy. And after these days I decided that I don't want to live this my life. I'm every day suffering, and with meat I'm suffering else more, and I decided that I don't want to eat meat. And now I also don't eat meat else maybe already 14 days, and I'm so happy. Yes, sometimes in my life my parents or another people who lives in my house uh, can buy food with meat or to cook food with meat, and sometimes I think, fuck, I want to eat this meat, I need it, I want it. But I know that it's bad for my body, it will harder to live, so I feel bad and guilty again. And I didn't eat it. Mm, I more didn't eat it, and therefore I'm really now that my life could be more worse than before, and therefore I'm just happy to be here. And also I realized that my body grow better, my muscles grow better without me, because with meat I couldn't know why my muscles grow so hard. And it's because I always was eating at this bad food for my body, and now I feel really more happier also without smoke. I'm so happy. Sometimes I also can be depressed, feel sad and everything such, but in automatical my state just better, and it's true, and it's magic for me to leave this depression even for 10%. For me it's so big win, in this reality where when I was always suffering every day, every second in my life, I was so suffering, and I always wanted to die, and I didn't know why. And now I realized why. Even if I can eat flavor food in my life, I'm not suffering like before. But when eat meat, after a few hours, I always felt that I wanna die. My body always told me that this feels that something wrong happens with me, and it was where feels like I wanna die, I wanna die, I wanna die, I wanna die. Everything's so bad. It was really with me so, but now I can live with fucking feels about dying, and I have more time. I more consciously. I have more clearly my vision of life, and everything much better in my life, everything much better in my life, and I'm so grateful for every second in my life. which I can live without meeting this best condition, that my soul really calms, that I don't bad person for earth for animals, because I've realized in my life when for them came this time to die, how people killing them, it's so painful, it's so ugly, and it's so bad, because they also alive. You know that you are lucky that you born like human, but if you will born like a cow, or a like chicken, you will not glad to feel this pain when someone will kill you for eat you. It's crazy, alright. And I have also so many things about what to speak about this meet, but for this I must to prepare myself, my vocabulary to say it more interesting. But I am also so glad that I did it. 21 minutes was so easy for me, so fun. I hope that you could understand myself, and thank you for watching, brother. I hope that you can also open these doors for you, and you can live happy life. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.